Dark Shadows, number 64, VTR 31767, Air 33067, take one.
My name is Victoria Winters. The cold night wind howls around Collinwood. But inside the great house, all is quiet and serene. No one knows what is happening now, far away from the great house. But it will change the life of at least one member of the Collins family.
Money. That $15,000 that Roger gave you. It wasn't for the paintings, was it?
I tell you, it was for the painting.
Was it?
What was it for? Well, what was it for? Tell me. Tell me.
I don't know.
You do know.
No, I don't. And I don't want to know.
I'm going to tell you what it was for.
No! I don't want to know!
I don't care.
Pop, it was for the paintings. You always said it was for the paintings. Tell me it was for the paintings, I'll believe you.
It was for...
It's for your... so you wouldn't testify at the trial. You saw Roger driving that car. Not Burke. You saw Roger kill that man. And Roger paid you so that you'd...
No.
Pop, why did you do it? What did you do it for? Why? Why, Bob? Why?
I didn't do it for myself. I did it for you. For your mother.
For Mom and me?
Well, those 2 years before your mother died, she was sick. We needed money desperately.
Go on.
Oh, we couldn't live off what I made. We couldn't even keep alive. So I found a way to make easy money, a lot of money.
You took it.
Yes. If that makes me weak, then I'm weak.
Money must have been hard to resist.
Hard. Oh. Impossible. It meant so much to all of us.
Then everything that Burke said was true. He wasn't driving that car.
No.
And Roger was.
Yes.
And you saw that accident.
Yes. I was out for a walk. Car was coming down a highway. It was driving very fast. It was swerving all over the highway, so I knew that whoever was driving it had to be drunk. Then the man appeared. He was walking down the highway. The car swerved and...
It hit the man.
Yes. It all happened so fast, I didn't even have time to cry out. I couldn't warn him.
And then?
Then, the car stopped for just a fraction of a second. And then drove on again. But in that fraction, I saw Roger behind the wheel. It was Burke's car, and Roger was driving.
He didn't get out to help that man?
No. There was nothing he could do. The man was dead the instant he hit the pavement.
It's awful.
Roger must have seen me because he came to the house the next morning and offered me $15,000 for the paintings. Neither one of us mentioned it, but the word bribe, but we both knew that's what it was.
And you kept quiet. all through that trial.
Yes. I was paid for my silence.
Pop. Let an innocent man go to jail for 5 years. 5 years!
You think I don't know that? Don't you think that I felt guilty and ashamed every day of my life ever since that happened?
I know you have.
But it meant so much for us. For all of us. Especially your mother.
I know.
It meant that I could get her things for those last years. It meant that I could give her all the things that I always wanted to give her.
I know.
Well, I'm not asking you to. I'm just not asking you to agree with me. But I want you to try to understand why. Try to understand the way it was.
I'm trying to understand.
You're disappointed in me, aren't you?
What do you want me to say?
I never wanted to hurt you, Maggie.
I know.
I have hurt you. You're not only disappointed in me, but you're ashamed of me.
Oh, please don't.
Maggie, if I could make it up to you, believe me, I would.
Pop, please don't. I'm going to go for a walk.
Maggie.
Pop, please don't say any more. There's nothing more to say.
All right.
McGuire. Jason McGuire. No, I don't think I've ever heard of him.
Mrs. Stoddard said he used to be a friend of her husband's.
Well, I should think any friend of Paul Stoddard's would be as welcome at Collinwood as Poison Ivy.
That's what Roger said. But Mrs. Stoddard has asked him to stay.
How long is he planning to stay?
Well, that's just it. No one knows. At first, we thought he was just going to be around for a couple of days. But now it looks more and more like he's planned to stay indefinitely.
Indefinitely.
Yes. Look, I'm worried about Mrs. Stoddard.
Why?
Well, ever since she's come back from the hospital, she's been acting very strangely. It's as though she has something on her mind that she can't talk about. Or won't talk about.
Well, maybe she's worried about business. I've certainly given her plenty of reason to worry.
No, Brooke, I don't think that's it.
I should think she would ask him to leave.
Miss Winters,
Hello, Mr. McGuire.
you look particularly lovely this evening.
Thank you.
But then that's no novelty, is it?
Mr. McGuire, this is Burke Devlin.
Hello.
How do you do? Devlin, that name sounds familiar. Don't you own a local business here?
Logansport Enterprises.
Ah, yes, of course. Carolyn Stoddard told me all about you. I understand you're doing very well.
I hope to do better.
Jason,
Oh, well, now, yes, there you are.
we're your friends.
Well, will you excuse us, please?
Of course.
There's a table over here. Let's take that.
Okay.
I was wondering why McGuire was in such a rush to get his friend away from here.
It's strange, Burke. He told me he didn't have any friends in town. He certainly seemed to know that man.
Yes, he did.
Have you ever seen him before?
No, I haven't. I don't like the way he's looking at you. I've half a mind to go and tell him about it.
No, Burke. It's all right. Don't pay any attention to him.
Yeah, stop staring over there.
I like the scenery.
Stop staring. That's Vicky Winters.
The governess?
Yes, and I don't want her asking any questions about you.
So she lives up in Collingwood, too.
Yes.
You really got it made.
No, not as far as she's concerned. Women aren't part of this plan. I'm after bigger things. Will you quit looking at her?
Okay. Okay.
All right. That's better.
Has Started dame come around?
Yes, she has. We're going to do all right.
I'm glad you said we. Better not forget your old buddy.
I'm not forgetting you. You're in for a part of the share. A share of the part.
Not part. Half. Share and share alike is our motto. Right?
Yes, that's right.
How much do you expect to collect?
Well, now, I don't know for sure. But it'll be plenty. You can count on that.
What do you have on the started dame anyway?
Right now, I told you, that's my business.
Well, you never kept secrets from Little Willie before.
Well, this is different. This time, things have to go exactly the way I want them to go. Now, you just keep your mouth shut and mind your own business, and you'll collect plenty.
Okay. Hey, how about asking Miss Stoddard to invite me up to the big house? Well, I think I like the life up there.
Absolutely not.
Why not? You ashamed of your old buddy?
If you move in there, the family will begin to ask questions. And the fewer questions asked, the better off we'll be.
I don't like living in a rooming house in a hick town. Well, it's not Willie's style.
Well, it'll have to be your style for the time being. I have got to be patient.
Okay. But remember this. Willie's not a patient man. Hey!
Sorry.
Hey, look out, Mac. Just you look out, here. Just you. Easy, easy, easy. Easy. Cool down.
Did you see that?
Yes, I saw it.
Thought for a minute there was going to be a fight.
So did I. Whoever this McGuire is a very strange choice of friends.
Hello, Pop.
Hello, darling. Haven't had a drop.
Good.
I'm, going on the wagon. I'm definitely going on the wagon.
This time I hope you mean it.
Yes. Yes, I really do.
Good. Well, I'm going to make your dinner. Then I have to change. I've got a date. Joe.
Well, don't bother about the dinner. I don't want anything to eat.
You have to eat.
I don't want any dinner. I couldn't eat. Maggie? Come here. Sit down. I want to talk to you about something.
What is it?
About what you found out tonight.
Let's not talk about that.
Well, we've got to talk about it. We just can't live with it that way.
We've said everything there is to say.
Well, I want to explain it to you. I want you to understand
Understand what?
why I did it.
Oh, please, let's just forget it.
No. It was a mistake, Maggie. It was a terrible mistake. But everybody in the world makes mistakes.
I know.
It's done. It's part of the past. How could I change it even if I wanted to?
You probably couldn't.
Well, is there a way? Huh? Is there a way, Maggie? Tell me. Tell me.
Pop, I can't tell you what to do.
I want you to. I want you. Tell me what you think I should do.
Well, there is one thing. You could go to Burke.
Go to Berg.
Yes.
He... Go to the sheriff.
I know.
I could be tried for withholding evidence. Go to jail.
Pop, Isn't it better to risk a short time in jail than to feel guilty the rest of your life?
You want me to go to jail?
No, of course I don't. I just want you to be yourself again. The way you were before all this happened.
But going to Burke. Oh, that's too drastic. I couldn't do that.
Well, it's up to you.
No, I just couldn't.
That's your decision.
Call me a coward. Call me anything you like. But I just can't do it.
Hope you've said that. Nobody's calling you names. I wouldn't do a thing like that.
Don't. Don't look at me like that.
Pop, I'm not looking at you in any special way.
Oh, yes, you are. I can see the disappointment, the hurt in your eyes. Try not to hate me, or hurt me.
Pop, I don't hate you. You're my father, and I love you no matter what. Oh, Pop. Let's just forget that we never said these things.
We'll never forget. Either of us. It'll always be there between us.
Well, if you don't want any dinner, then I'm going to change. I'll be late.
I don't want any dinner.
Well, if you change your mind, there's stuff in the refrigerator.
Maggie? Maggie, what can I say?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. There's nothing left to say.
Maggie! Calling Ford in. Let me have Burke Devlin's room, please.
Sam,
Come on in.
I got your message. What's going on?
I have to tell you something. Want a drink?
You didn't call me up here to give me a drink. The room clerk said it was an emergency.
Yes, in a manner of speaking, it was.
Well, what is the emergency?
Well, if you're not going to have a drink, I think I will, because I need one.
Sam, you're not answering my question. What's the emergency?
Well, it's something I have to tell you.
What?
Well, I think I'll have another drink first.
Sam, will you get to the point?
Well, it's very difficult, Burke. Let me take it in my own time.
Sure, take your time, take your time. All I want to know is what's going on.
Well, I had a talk with Maggie this morning.
Well, what's that got to do with me?
It was about you.
What about me?
It's about the accident.
The accident?
Yes. 10 years ago. The manslaughter charge.
What about the accident? You saw it, didn't you?
Yes.
I know it. What did you see?
Car coming down the highway. Man walking down the highway, the car swerving, hitting the man.
And then?
Car stopped, just for an instant.
Who was inside?
You, Roger, Laura Collins.
Who was driving?
I
wasn't driving, was I, Sam? Was I? I knew it.
You were in the back seat. You were passed out.
Who was driving? It wasn't Laura, was it, Sam? Who was driving the car, Sam? Who killed that man? Say the name. Say it! Say it! Say it!
It was Roger Collins.
Dark Shadows is a Dan Curtis production.